Hey everyone, it's Sylas, and I'm joined again by Nemesis for the 11.15 patch notes rundown, and I'm not super certain of where this patch is actually going to end up landing, because this is supposed to be the patch, I think, that lands on competitive, because it's every 2 patches we're supposed to have a competitive-centric patch. So I'm not, we'll just get right into it. Okay, so first up, Akshan is finally here in the patch. He will be on the 21st. He'll be coming out, but
I'm not looking forward to it.
I'm not. So it's really weird. Everyone seems uber excited about this, but I'm not. I don't know. I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone when I went on Twitter and so many people were commenting about how broken he's going to be or something in competitive. Now, don't get me wrong. His passive is nice and it can be coordinated in a competitive environment. But again, everything else just seemed so underwhelming.
We'll see. I mean, I think the champion's gonna need a lot of time till people actually figure him out as well.
Yeah.
And get properly used to playing against him.
His R is apparently bullshit. The damage.
Oh.
It has an execute threshold that shows you when you kill them.
Ah.
And then, yeah, so it's definitely interesting. All right, Annie.
Are we putting her off the tier list now, LS?
No, we're not. She's still S tier.
Oh, okay.
She will still carry you guys to the end of season rewards. Look, if you're a silver player, gold, platinum, doesn't matter. Annie has still got you covered. 5% AP. So interestingly enough, Annie doesn't always go glass cannon. She doesn't get death cap and high AP numbers. She doesn't go Seraph's Embrace. She typically finds her power from the utility of the items themselves, like Void Staff, Leandri's. Although her builds are all over the place, depending on what any man you watch or who you talk to.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. 5% AP. I don't think this does anything. You're still going to be able to use it to CS. Early game, it's basically negligible. You're actually barely losing any damage in the all-in burst. Late game, maybe this plays a part in a team fight, but probably not. I mean, it's mostly all Tibbers.
Yeah, it's probably not. This nerfs, whatever.
Yeah. All right, we move on. Aurelion Sol. So they actually didn't go the direction of the tweet, which was the E.
And I think this direction is actually worse.
Really?
Yeah, I do think so.
Why do you think this is worse?
I think E is by far the most problematic thing about the champion.
Oh, okay.
So if I were to change him, I would obviously got the E and then buff the other parts.
Yeah.
Or just reward the E. I definitely don't like this. I mean, this is just...
So it seems like this might be a response to the outcries, and I don't feel like this is going to do anything. He's not a champion that just because his Q is up means that you immediately use it. I mean, I guess in late game team fights.
Yeah, in some fights you get multiple Qs off, but I mean, if you're an OTP, you're still gonna wreck people. That's just how it is. And if you're not, well, then you're not playing this champion.
Yeah.
So I mean, it doesn't fix anything.
Doesn't totally make sense. This is just another one of those classic Riot directions where they don't touch the spell that's actually making the champion problematic, or they don't touch the thing that's making them problematic, because sometimes it's their base levels.
Yeah.
And in doing so, it's not going to do anything. This reminds me about how they used to try to hit Camille, or how they once upon a time tried to hit Aphelios.
Yeah, yeah.
And they just weren't hitting the accurate spots. So they're not even close to hitting the symptom. This is like, I don't even know what this is like. This is like being prescribed something for a runny nose when your knee is the thing that's in pain. So, all right, we move on. Blitzcrank, base armor and Q damage increased. So blitz buffs.
I love it. I mean, I would like to see Blitz more in competitive. These buffs are just nice. I like that they're buffing Q because it rewards, right? If you hit the ability, you're stronger as you're just not.
Also, it's his first max ability.
Yeah, it is. That's a lot of damage.
That is a lot of extra damage in his all-in. And the 120% ability power...
Well, he doesn't really buy AP items. I think that's whatever. It's just a Baron buff.
Yeah. It's a Baron. Well, I mean, he could maybe get Darkseal or something, right?
I doubt it.
I mean, getting a flat 20 damage and then an extra 20% on AP. I mean, there's gonna be some people that go in support and take Everfrost.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they could go Everfrost Blitzcrank.
Yeah.
And they'll just run around. I mean, that doesn't sound that bad. Everfrost
doesn't sound that bad. I mean,
you
the
pull
items
them and
really nice.
Yeah. So I mean. He does have a lot of AP ratios.
Yeah, but the last time Blitzcrank actually got nerfed, I think, was because his solo queue was too high. This just makes him even better in solo queue. So I'm kind of afraid that Riot might be going over the board here.
This is really good. I like it a lot. So, okay. Caitlyn, Q damage ratio increased later. Q Piltover Peacemaker. So this is her first maxed ability.
Yeah.
It does go up quite considerably, but only at rank 4 and rank 5.
Which I like, because this ability is very underwhelming late game. So I like that they're buffing the part where it's really underwhelming.
And Caitlyn's one of the champions that likes to keep stacking damage, not just like pure attacks like some of the other AD carries. So this does matter for her a lot, and it's a really nice buff. So this is good for Caitlyn. Is it going to suddenly make her start getting picked? No. Is Caitlyn a champion that you can pick right now? I think there's better AD carries, but there are worlds where you can punish certain bot lanes with Kate and certain supports, but we don't counterpick support in competitive. So it doesn't really matter.
We don't.
Casseopia. E-base and power damage increased. Base and power damage is up by a flat 10 at all ranks. That's actually pretty big.
Well, it's definitely like a big buff, because this is the ability that she casts all the time.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, she still has a lot of issues as a champion. So she's just going to be conditionally maybe picked. I know she was just played in LEC, but...
I feel like if they gave her something like 10 HP a level...
Yeah, that would be huge.
That would be huge, because it would sort of act as her old Seraphs.
My ideal buff on Casseopia would always be defense. Like, just buffing any defense-based stats would be my ideal buff, but...
If she got... I think if she got like 10 HP per level and she got a bit of magic resist or armor or something like that...
Armor, definitely. She needs that.
Then she would come back really, really, really big.
Yeah.
Gwen, E-bonus attack speed decreased early. Skip and slash is going to be down by 20%.
Yeah.
And you can do some stuff on Gwen where you only put 3 points in Q, or you do some mix-ups with E, and then you start maxing E. That might be the compensation that people start doing, is they start going 3 points Q and then starting to max E in order to alleviate this pain.
Yeah.
Because it's not so bad once you have 3 points in it. It's only a 10% difference. But level 1, she's crippled.
Yeah, this is a level 1 nerf, so she doesn't like beat random champs anymore.
Now you can bully her really hard.
But basically, like, she's still gonna max E second. She's not gonna all of a sudden max W. So the champ will be the same at some points.
Yeah.
So I still expect her to see her. In pro play easily.
If she comes in as a counter pick, she's still gonna be fine.
Maybe just not blinded as much.
Yep. Okay, Aurelia. W damage ratio decreased. Damage reduction decreased later. So damage ratio is okay. So they are reducing quite a bit.
They are.
And damage reduction is also going down by a lot. So Aurelia, I mean, you and me were two of the only people actually saying that all her stuff was above.
Yeah.
Everyone else was screaming that it was a nerf.
She just needs a long time so people get used to it.
Yeah.
That's the problem with her.
She's just completely juiced.
I think after these changes, she's probably still too OP. But
Aurelia is definitely nuts, and I look forward to seeing her.
Yeah, I think if Riot just wouldn't do any changes and they would just let the champion play for a few more weeks, we would have a different Aurelia in a few weeks than we do now.
Yep, totally. She is one of those champs.
So
Kayle. Now, guys, you might have been wondering, why is Nemesis back? Well, I figured that, we would bring the person who's responsible solely for one of the changes on the list.
I am, actually.
to come and comment.
The popularity of Kayle went up so high.
It's actually only you.
Yeah, it actually is. It's hilarious. I mean, they're also nerfing her from mid lane, mainly, but this nerf is also on top lane. Like, you can't just nerf magic resist and think top lane champs don't deal magic damage. I mean, you're playing Lee Sin top while his E does magic damage, for example. Like, there's a lot of spells like this, and this nerf matters a lot for early game. At like 2 items plus, she's the same champ.
Yeah.
So again, they're nerfing her weak early game when it's already very weak, and they keep her as a late game champion basically, which I like. I mean, she's just.
It's not the worst kind of nerf.
It's gonna be the same. You're gonna pick her in the same situations, and you're not gonna pick her blind basically.
Right. Kennen, Q damage increased. Q's Thundering Shuriken is going to go up by a flat 10 early, and then 5% ability power. It is actually really big.
That's so big for a champion.
And then it goes up to 15.
Because now you're never going to max W or E anymore. Now you're just going to do Q max every single time. Like, look at this ability. His Q has like 3 seconds or something in max rank. This
is super, super, super big for AP Kennen.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that he's going to get picked. I mean, Kennen's
I think
one of those champions that he feels really sinful. He's one of those like sinning engaged champs that doesn't feel as sinful. I don't know.
I don't like his items
I've never
that
been
much.
a big fan of Kennen.
Yeah, I haven't either. But here's the thing, right? the thing that I think is crippling Kennen right now is Vincent being in the game. Imagine Riot nerfs Vincent, champs like Kennen will become much better. So I think there will be specific players that are gonna pull him out on top lane, but that's about it.
Yeah. Okay. Mordekaiser. W cooldown decrease. Stored post mitigation damage from damage dealt increase. W is his worst ability. It is by far and away his worst,
it's underwhelming,
useless ability. Rework the ability. It's not indestructible. It is. It's constipated.
Okay, it's getting much better. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, this is not bad.
This
now
is
he can absorb,
pretty
like,
bad.
No, I actually think he can.
No,
like,
I mean, yeah, but you're not gonna pick him. It's not gonna make you pick him.
Yeah, it's not gonna make you pick him.
So it's pretty bad.
Unless maybe, but the problem is he's not only picked because of his W. Like he's not picked because I think his ult is kind of bad too.
His ult is terrible.
Yeah.
His Q's unreliable. He can't lane versus good players or players that have hands. The problem is I feel like EU. Now this is the thing that I think you experienced the invert of, where you came to Korea, you saw champions like Aurelia, Zed.
Yeah, in EU this champ is gonna be stronger.
EU and NA, the champ's just gonna be way stronger. And so you're gonna have European or North American players say that the champion's really good, but in Korea and China, where everyone has 7 ping and everyone can dodge obliterate, everyone can dodge the death grip and everything else. The champ is garbage.
He got a lot of buffs though, to be fair. He got, I think, W buff, Q buff, Riftmaker buff. So he's getting there, but unless like we see like some unless we see him like picked against a specific meta or like a full melee comp maybe. Yeah. I just don't see him really being played.
Yep. Nidalee, base health and health growth increase. So health is up by 25 at rank 1, so an auto attack.
Yeah.
And then health growth is up by 10 a level. Now, interestingly enough, we were talking about obscure bot lane duos for when we do the bot lane thing on Korea.
Yeah.
We talked about Nidalee Ivern.
Yeah. No, it's way better. I mean, we trash this champion all the time and we think she's so bad. This is a big buff, to be honest.
It's big for Everfrost Nidalee too.
It's so big.
She's going to be way tankier.
Yeah, because now she can like jump in and live maybe scenarios.
So Conquer Everfrost Nidalee, I think, is basically the Nidalee that gets buffed the most.
Yeah, and then because she's in jungle and she clears fast, she has a lot of levels. So this is also like a level buff. Yeah, a good jungle buff.
It's good for Nidalee.
I mean, will the champion be good? I think in highest level of play,
no,
we puke. But yeah.
Rell, W cooldown. So Kayle has made it to the tier list. She has not made it possible for Tyler to desire, her. But however, W cooldown decreased. Yeah. You didn't see Twitter. It was a mess.
Well, alas, this buff is useless.
This doesn't really. It's just undoing.
It's a fine buff for lane.
Yeah.
In teamfight, you're gonna cast W once and then you're gonna die. That's just how she is, and that's not gonna change.
Okay, Rumble. Various Rumble heat system bug fixes and other quality of life adjustments. We're addressing some frustrating bugs around Rumble's overheated system we've left from the changes. Okay. Fix a bug where Rumble's heat would start decaying at inconsistent times instead of the intended 4 seconds. Rumble now immediately overheats upon reaching 100 heat instead of having a short window where multiple spells could be cast before overheating.
Yeah.
Rumble's heat no longer resets. Now correctly indicates overheat duration 5.25 seconds. Actual overheat. Okay. Out of range bug fix. Rumble stops moving when targeting electro harpoon an extremely long distance. Okay, so these are just nice bug fixes.
Yeah, but if I understand correctly, they're nerfs, by the way.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, they're big nerfs for good Rumble players.
Yeah.
I think so. So
people that knew how to abuse this stuff, I assume.
No, it's so easily abusable.
Yeah. Okay, we move on. Shyvana, Q cooldown decreased, early damage ratios increased. Okay, I'm looking for the AP ratio. Let's see. Q cooldown 9 to 5 to 7. Well, that's actually massive.
Yeah.
That is
for
so big.
Here, it's very
That's
big.
so big.
Also for Jargon, when she's doing Jargon, she
first hit AP rate. Oh wow! Okay, she is getting the AP ratios.
She is, yeah.
That's a lot of value.
So I genuinely believe Shyvana would be really good if the item rework wouldn't happen, because the item rework kills her.
Yeah, the item rework feels really bad. I don't even know what she builds.
She has to go Night Harvester. It's the only item, or Protobelt. It's the only two.
It just feels terrible.
Yeah, it feels terrible.
It feels so bad. It's really, really, really bad.
If she had a bit better items, I think this champ could easily be played.
Yeah, I
as AP.
agree.
I think her AP
I completely agree.
Really good.
AP Shyvana, I think, is her best variant.
But you know what? Maybe there's some build on top lane like it used to be last season, where you went Bruiser Shyvana. It was working.
With like Nashers?
No, last season it was Dazzle's Rush, but that was like before.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that briefly.
But now maybe it's like something else.
Okay.
The guy I know plays her, like the solo queue guy in Korea. He plays her with PTA, Ghost. So I'm not sure what he builds. I would have to check.
Okay. I mean, he would need to have AP for this to be like super big. So
yeah,
we'll see though. Sylas, Q detonation damage increased, W heal decreased. I think this is a big nerf, obviously.
It's a bigger nerf for sure.
Yeah, so chain lash detonation damage is up by quite a bit. But Sylas is not a champion that builds a lot of AP. He builds the utility items, which do not come with a lot of AP.
He doesn't get a lot of AP unless he's super fat, and then he gets like Rabadon and stuff. Yeah.
And at that point, I mean, it's generally he's overkill.
So early game, this is fine with Qmax, right? Like Qmax is gonna deal a lot of damage, and like when you get the Everforce spike, you're gonna spike a lot with Qmax because you're gonna Everforce into Q. But now people might not like need to rush Oblivion Orb versus you anymore, and that's also like.
And if they do, I mean, you're even more hurting.
Yeah.
So it does.
So
it does
against matchups that he needs to just like brute force with W, he's just way worse because you're probably not maxing W maybe.
Yeah.
But or like maybe 3 points Q into W now.
Yeah. Okay. Syndra. So this made me nauseous because I was on the Reddit thread and I saw people saying that Syndra just needs a mana buff. And I'm like, no, Syndra's issue is not mana because Syndra is one of the best eco recalling champions in the entire game because of her ability to wave.
There's too many mana items on
There's
AP
too many
too.
mana items.
Yeah,
mana is not her issue at all.
Her issue
she has no damage.
Her issue is damage, of course, yeah.
She's a stat check champion.
She should be balanced around mana. That's the funny part.
Right.
That's
she
how you make her balanced.
That's
like, come on, guys.
What is going on? She's bad. She is definitely not good.
This nerf is good for lane, but level 9 you're same champion, so you suffer the same things.
Yeah, you suffer the same things later on. I mean, yeah, it is good for laning phase, but I mean, technically she gets to cast more Qs in a way.
But we're gonna see her back, let's be honest. It's
probably will,
They'll love her.
Thresh E cooldown increased. So if you guys didn't see, T1 Carrier just had the best Thresh performance probably in recent years in pro play. But Thresh is getting nerfed.
Yeah, he's just a pro play's favorite, right? The favorite child. Gets played literally every year in every single meta.
He's the perfect support. He's literally the best support that Riot's ever made, I think.
Yeah, well...
So, you know.
It's understandable. I'm tired of seeing Thresh all the time. Like, I would like to change champions, so...
All right, now speaking of Thresh, we move on to Viego and the Vape Nash. Q base damage decreased. Bonus damage against monsters increased. Healing from damage against marked minions decreased. Q Blade of the Ruin King. Base damage is down by 10. That is really big because it's a spammable ability. Bonus damage against monsters is up by 10, however. So in the jungle, his damage is unchanged.
Yeah.
Healing from damage against marked minions, 50 to 10.
Yes.
It has gone...
From 100 to 10.
Oh my lord.
What a failure, honestly. What a failure.
This is rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably gone from lane. He's gone from lane.
Oh, I'm not sure if he is. I think he's gone from being blind picked probably, but if you get like a matchup you can lane, this champ is the same after one item. It's the same champion.
Sure, yes. Because he doesn't rely on the minions to keep healing anymore.
Yeah.
But, I mean, yeah, as a counter pick, he'll still be able to go lane, but I think they are just forcing him to go into the jungle.
Yeah, they are forcing him.
But it's weird. It's not actually like an outright jungle buff. It's just like, hey, go into the jungle.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's kind of weird.
Even if fight champions, you're still weaker in jungle.
Right.
Yeah.
Wukong, base health regen decrease. Oh, Harambe is... Mark Yetter is lucky he's gone.
Oh my god. Is he gonna tweet soon or what? They keep nerfing him. How dare they?
Yeah, how dare they? Wukong needs buffs. All right, Xayah, our cooldown decreased. Our feather store. This isn't what's getting her. It's not what's getting her.
It's nice, however, especially for solo queue. There are a lot of like low cooldown things right now in the game, and her having ultimate up would be very nice. You know, this pains me. Xayah is one of those champions that has high ultimate cooldown, and then now they're buffing this, and I still have to play Kayle, who has like 5 minutes on her R.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it just feels really weird. I mean, people will pick Xayah, but Xayah's not good right now. She doesn't belong getting picked, and a change like this doesn't address her issues. Hullbreaker. Hullbreaker could use some help as the game reaches later phases of the game. We're giving more durability for anyone who's hunting alone. So this is still a solo queue item, right? Yeah. Now, what they've done is rather than have the resistances be active as soon as you complete the item, now you have to be level 9, which if you're building it during laning phase, you're typically going to be about level 9. So you will get the resistances. But now if you like kill someone 3 times in laning phase, and you would get it at like super early without being 9.
But so at level 9 you have only 20 bonus, but then at level 10...
No, you don't have any bonuses now. If you get it before 9.
No, but what happens if you're level 9? How many bonuses do you have? 20?
Now you have 20, but before you needed to get 10 to start getting the increments.
Oh.
So it's a weird... I mean, so what they did is they made it so that now you have more armor in Magic late game. You get an extra cloth armor.
Yeah, but this item's not worth building just to reach at level 9. You wanna build it when you reach like level 13, 14 probably.
Right. And you start split pushing. I mean, it is still a split push item.
So second item, third item.
Yeah. Okay, and that's actually it for the balance changes. Then the Ultimate Spellbook, Summoner's Rift rank split start 3. August 8th, with exclusive rewards, Akshan Summon Icon, emotes, and Series 1
We're playing Clash, Alice?
Are we?
No.
We could.
We could.
Yeah, we could play Clash. I actually didn't even realize it's on Korea. But, you know, I mean, Clash tier list never fails.
We can use it, yeah.
Never fails. Lots of people, okay, utilizing that. And that is pretty much it. So we'll recap and then look at the skins. Okay, so Akshan... I don't even know, man. He shouldn't be in competitive, but he probably will be. But I feel like he's just a solo queue.
Well, okay, let me ask you this. How do you see him 6 months from now on?
I mean, Riot does a lot of weird things with balance changes, right? Depends on his popularity.
Yeah.
If he's popular, then he's going to be around. That's just how it is.
I feel like they're going to force him to be popular.
Well, I mean, they have to force everything to be... you know, I mean, where's the Lux skin, actually?
Yeah.
So, Annie, I mean, it doesn't... I mean, it's a nerf. It doesn't do... It won't move her from anything. What this will do is there might be, like, 1 out of 100 games where someone misses a solo kill that would have snowballed early, and so it affects her win rate. That's it.
Yeah.
But competitive, whatever. Aurelion Sol, doesn't matter.
Whatever for one tricks, yeah. They can
Blitzcrank, huge for solo queue, huge for competitive, if you go Everfrost Blitz.
Okay, we're not sure about that yet.
I mean, even if you don't.
But Everfrost does make sense on him a lot.
Caitlyn.
I think it's a nice buff overall.
Yeah.
Might see her in competitive, but doubt it, honestly.
Yeah. Cassio, probably just competitive. Well, I mean,
it's a good buff for both.
It's for both, right? In solo queue probably leads to more solo kills.
Yes, 100%.
Because way more damage.
Bigger in solo queue.
Yeah, way bigger in solo queue than it is in competitive. Gwen is massive.
Massive nerf for early game especially.
Yep. Aurelia's balanced. Kayle. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. You're the only one that plays her.
Yeah. Actually, it's a good thing. Now people might stop playing her.
True. There you go. Kennen. It's huge for both.
It's huge, yeah. Q-Max Kennen for sure. No.
Mordekaiser, solo queue only. He's not going to get picked in competitive. Nidalee, really big for both, but I think more so for a solo queue.
Yeah.
Where level leads and...
So, because like everything like kind of is weird and people, like junglers especially like playing her in competitive, we're probably going to see her. But either she's going to be useful or she's not. Like there's no in between. She's not like a... okay standalone.
Right. Rell, whatever. Rumble, huge nerf. If we understand it correctly.
Yeah. Should be a nerf.
Yep. Shyvana, it's really hard to say.
Solo queue.
Yeah, good for solo queue. Hard
probably
to say.
Never gonna see her in competitive.
Sylas, I think it's way better for solo queue than competitive. Because in competitive, people are gonna play around his queue a lot better than they would in solo queue.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Yeah, Syndra, massive solo queue buff. Competitive, it doesn't address her problems.
I agree.
Thresh, big solo queue hit. Competitive, I don't think it does anything. He's not immediately casting Flay.
It does a bit. Well, sometimes it
in mid game fight, sure, but the difference is so. You know.
I wonder if we're still gonna see him. Probably will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Viego, super big solo queue hit. Super big.
I think in competitive can still be played both jungle and soul lane.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wukong. That's tragic. I mean, I don't know what Harambe is gonna do.
Yeah, honestly, maybe they need to add triple knockup on his ult.
Xayah, solo queue centric, Hullbreaker, solo queue centric. And that is it. So now we look at the skins. First up, Malcolm Graves.
Okay, his gun looks like he has a Senna gun. Is it just me?
It's sick, isn't it?
Looks pretty
cool. I
cool.
think the skin's really pretty.
Oh, yeah.
I think the skin's really pretty.
But I'm surprised they make a skin for Graves. Doesn't he have like 20 skins?
He's one of the most popular champions.
Wow.
So it makes sense. Also, the skin is going to sell. Absolutely.
Oh, of course it will.
No doubt. Also, look at his dental work. Where does he find the time?
But why do you always comment about dental, Alice?
Because it's impressive. What do you mean?
Those are done by like artists. It's meant to be pretty, man. Look at his beard. It's perfect. Look at his hair. Like
it's fine. We're both getting braces soon anyway. Okay, we move on. Pike.
What is this, Pike?
It's Pike. It looks weird, right?
It looks like Singed.
Singed. And Nocturne had a kid.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah,
Singed and Nocturne had a kid. What is
it looks exactly like that, actually.
I have no idea.
But Pike in general has some of the sickest skins.
Yes,
and this
he
skin
does.
is sick.
He does.
So,
this skin's super sick looking.
They're nailing Pike skins.
So do you know about Pike's lore? He has like a list.
No, I don't.
And now he's fighting for the Sentinels.
Ah.
So something's going on there.
Okay.
All right, we move on. Rengar.
Okay,
this is what the Samsung white skin should have been.
Yeah, doesn't it look similar to that skin, the face?
It's better. It's just better.
Yeah, it's just better.
It's just better than Samsung.
He just got
white.
a makeover or something.
Now listen, his dental work though. Oh my god.
I mean, he eats a lot. Come on.
Oh my lord.
But honestly,
this guy needs to brush his teeth. Look at these.
No, but it looks so dope. The skin.
Oh my
his
god.
arm looks so big.
Yeah,
as well.
he's yeah, you know.
It's crazy.
This is a very good skin. Okay, this is Ruined Misfortune.
Okay, so her face doesn't resemble me of Misfortune.
Honestly, I'll be honest. I think that like me and 90% of the player base, we don't even make it up that high. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay, I see.
We're always looking somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's fine.
I mean, it's fine.
Oh, it definitely is. Definitely is.
The skin is fine.
Absolutely.
I like the middle part. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. And then we move on. And speaking about unfairness.
Yeah.
So this is Thresh's new base skin.
Yeah.
I believe that Riot has
I don't know why it's
because of the Wild Rift.
Yeah, but why is it called like it has a special name?
Well, Unbound Thresh.
Yeah, I don't know why it's called
Thresh Unbound.
Well,
because I don't honestly. By the way, I just want to point out something. Does this not look a little bit like Shaco?
Oh, the face, right? Or
right?
or the neck, right?
Or just in general, it looks a little bit like Shaco.
Yeah.
It's really strange.
So, you know what's really strange to me? Why do they make every champion so buffed? Like, it looks like he just went to the gym, you know?
I have no idea what's going on with
I guess they just want to make everyone pretty.
Well, they're all just trying to capitalize on the hot tub meta.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, just we don't have to go very far to, you know, come to that conclusion. Now, obviously, she's out at sea here, so she's going to get very wet. But Graves' skin looks great. Honestly, I always like the base skin. I think the base skin's the best.
I like all of them.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
I like the base.
Yeah.
The base skin is just a better version of that Victorious Graves chroma. It's just a superior version.
Yeah.
So.
I like the skin.
Yep. Pike. So the blue one looks sick. This looks like a Protoss
It looks sick,
unit.
but I would like to see animations. I think that's very important when it comes to Pike.
Yep. And then I really like the skin too. The base. Dude, I love this color scheme. I love the black and white.
It's so many options. Nowadays you get everything. Where's the map skin coming?
That's what I keep saying. Where's the map skin? These are sick. Dude. These are all sick. Oh my! This reminds me of Kamari. Did you ever play Final Fantasy X?
No, but his hair looks like Xin Zhao's, no? In a way.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, it's just a better version of the Samsung White. It's so good. The skin's so good.
Mains are celebrating.
Absolutely, no doubt. And then what is this? Ooh. Oh, hello.
Some of the darker versions, I like it.
Yeah, I really do like how this skin looks overall. This looks like this looks like what is it? Green Arrow or?
Green Arrow.
What's his name?
Yeah, Green Arrow.
Green Lantern.
Green Lantern.
Green Lantern. Okay. The superhero. Green Arrow too, right?
Yeah.
That's what this looks like. So that's actually really cool. So that, I mean, yeah, all of these skins look, I mean, I think these skins, I really like the indicator that lets you know where to look. That she has right above her bosoms.
Yeah.
They're going to need to fix that on this one. I can't really can't really see the cleavage on this one, so they're gonna have to make sure to fix that.
Yeah,
definitely.
So it's like Amaranth got a skin.
That's the collab we're all waiting for, you know?
Yeah, the cost.
All right, well, that is it for this patch. Hopefully 11.16 has more exciting changes that actually address competitive.
Yeah.
This was really bland.
Yeah, not too many exciting changes.
Where's Vex? Vex is coming.
Where are some actual balance changes? Why are we balancing Mordekaiser, guys? Just give up on him, like, please.
Rework him. Bring back the old one, honestly.
And rework Rice while we're at it.
Yep. All right. Well, see you guys later.
See
Bye.
you.